Hello and welcome. As part of my thinking about, the last year, it kind of turned to the last couple of years, crowdfunding, getting books. There are some people that are really good about getting the product of high quality that they promised into your hands. And there are some people who are 3 years late and still haven't delivered their book. When you start getting into the territory of if you had drawn 1 page a week, you could have had the book to somebody by now, like that starts to get into a little bit of a crazy situation. There's a lot of talk out there on Twitter, YouTube streams about people going, hey, people aren't backing books. It's not as easy to get money as it used to be. Things like that. I don't know how much of that is true, but I can speak from personal experience. Sometime in, I guess, 2019, I started noticing like there were books I just wasn't getting. And I started tracking that information to see when I started getting books, how long it was before books got to me, that sort of thing. And you can kind of see like the outliers, things that are more than a year overdue. Now, this doesn't include books I got that are like 2 years late or something. I'm looking at you, Red Rooster. But you can definitely see we have books that are solidly in the Red Rooster Club. They have eclipsed the 2 year mark. They saw that deadline, they saw that marker, and they thought, you know what, that's a good start. Let's keep going. And they just kept going. Basically, at some point, I just stopped expecting to get these things. I just think of the person who sold me the product as just being a liar and a thief. Maybe that's fair, maybe that's not fair, but I know based on the experience of not getting the product that I'm probably never ever going to want to do business with that person under any circumstances again. Some of these books I know I'm not getting for sure. Some of these books, it's like, well, there was an update 6 months ago. Does that mean the book's coming? It makes you start wondering. And I saw recently on YouTube, I don't want to call it out, but somebody was like, hey, this book is no longer affiliated with my company because they're taking so long. Things like that. And that really makes it hard for me as somebody who has wasted way too much money on books to want to back books. I'm backing a lot fewer campaigns than I've ever backed before. I've stopped backing campaigns from people I don't know already will deliver to me. Like there are some people out there, yeah, I'm going to back your campaign because you have sent me every book on time. Or there's a couple of people out there who I'll keep backing because when they did mess up, they fessed up to it and they fixed it. And those are incredible things. If you find people you can work with or purchase from that are like that, they're gold. So I expect this year I'm probably going to back fewer crowdfunds than I have in a year since I started backing crowdfunds. You know, I expect it to keep going either down or staying constant. I don't expect that graph to start going the other way. And that's a shame because I really like buying indie books. I like seeing what crazy stuff people come up with. But at some point, when you get to where you're not getting the product, when you get to the point where the person has been radio silent or just doesn't exist online anywhere else, you start wondering and you start going, yeah, I can't trust unknowns anymore. And that kind of defeats the whole purpose of crowdfunding. Crowdfunding was supposed to open the floodgates to money for people that did not have clout, for people that did not have name brand recognition, to let small creators bring their dreams to life. And a handful of people have poisoned the well, at least in my case, and made it a really hard sell for me. I have to think really hard about backing any campaign now. I just looked at like 4 this weekend and I was like, oh, that looks cool, that looks cool. And then I was like, wait, I don't know about any of the people that are involved with this. I don't think I can trust this book will actually get to me. And so I ended up not backing it. Okay, granted, one of those books was also like British and it would have cost me like $35 for a 20-page comic, and that's unacceptable too. But that's a different problem. So those are just some of my crowdfund thoughts here as we end one year, start the next year. Now, those are the things I'm thinking about. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great night, great day, great whatever you got going on. And I know somebody's going to leave in the comments something saying like, yeah, but if I get updates about it. But the problem is, you start getting updates that are non-updates, or you get updates that are so sporadic they might as well not be happening, and that ain't cool, you know? All right, I'm going to shut up. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great one, and bye-bye.